Looking for the perfect exercise is killing your gains. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. But a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below. Please follow me or subscribe if you are not yet. And please drop me a comment down under the video. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, I'm saying this as someone with over 25 years of experience in the game, full-time coach. Coach people in a pretty wide variety of stuff, powerlifting, some physique competitors, but more powerlifting, more combat sports, general population, physique transformations, all of those things. And the thing is, guys, people who stand around looking for the perfect exercise, who obsess over it, they struggle to make gains. Like, it is purely paralysis by analysis. And the problem with it is that they're working off the assumption that they can find the single best exercise and only do one exercise for a muscle. And this is already an inherently lazy mindset. So this is something to think about with your actual mindset. Okay? And I'm not saying we can't do moderately low volume training. I tell most of you out there, for most people doing more than about 6 hard sets twice a week for a muscle, probably not going to be that useful for the majority of you. So I'm not even saying we need 57 different exercises, but or that we can't get by with moderately low amounts of volume if we push really, really hard. Okay, it's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, though, is it's the mindset of, I'm just going to pick one. I'm looking for only one exercise. If I just do that one thing, it's going to be the perfect exercise for this muscle and it'll be fine. One, it's a very limiting mindset. Okay. It's a good way to not get all the muscle fibers in a muscle. It's a good way to eventually get overuse injuries. But it's also a lazy mindset. Because again, well, if I can just find just this one perfect thing, I won't have to work as hard. That's often the underlying idea. Because let's be realistic. Is anyone out there who is really serious about gaining muscle ever really get that mindset of, well, I'm just going to do one exercise? No, it's insane. And it's not even based on data. I mean, realistically, let's step back and think about this for a minute. What does research show? Usually doing a couple different exercises for a muscle, if volume is equal, seems to cause a little more muscle growth. And it makes sense because look at all these studies that we have. I mean, hell, let's look at the anecdote for a minute. Let's look at serious bodybuilders. You ever seen anyone win anything in bodybuilding? So that bodybuilders are usually the best at building muscle. Let's step back and look at every discipline that's out there of different types of people who train. Bodybuilders pretty much have it figured out. They gain the most muscle, right? Most muscle with the least body fat. How do all of them train? They all do several exercises. They oftentimes even change exercises. Okay, because there's the reality of it. Overuse can become a problem. Rotating exercises helps prevent overuse. It can help prevent mental stagnation. So yeah, changing exercises from time to time. Well, if you're looking for the perfect one, you're never going to do that. All right, but they're also they realize what we found out in the lab years ago. Guess what? Different exercises work different parts of a muscle. Now, that's blaringly obvious with muscles with clearly different heads with different functions, right? Like a deltoid, right? You see my deltoids from the back there. It's 3 heads, right? They all have a different function. Is there some overlap? Sure. Does a lateral work all 3? Yes. Anything that works the middle head primarily will work the other 2, but they all do have a slightly different primary function. So it would stand to reason more than one exercise might help with that. But, people will say, well, you're rowing and you're pressing and everything can handle most of that. Yeah, that's true. But that's more than one exercise. Kind of see where we're going? It's because those are big movements that work multiple muscles and you're still doing multiple different ones before you got to a shoulder movement. All right. But some common sense. Anybody ever do that? Like, anyone who has a really good body part that's exceptional, do they ever only do just one exercise for it? Before you guys say Tom Platz said quads and squats, yeah, but Tom Platz did all sorts of, he did like 7 or 8 different quad exercises that we have pictures of, so just stop. All right, stop looking for this perfect exercise. Because guess what? The value of any one exercise starts to go away when you combine multiple ones that work different angles. In other words, you're looking at an exercise and saying, okay, I'm looking for one that's going to reach the most possible muscle fibers all through the muscle. That's usually what you're looking for. But different exercises will work different regions. So doesn't that go away real quick as soon as you combine two? So, perfect example. Like right here, you see me doing some dips, right? See me repping out weighted dips here. And you'll see me maybe doing some pullovers. Well, don't they work different functions of the tricep? I mean, different functions of the chest too, but different functions of the tricep. So if I'm trying to find one exercise that works all 3 heads, and I'm not saying like a laying extension isn't great. It's also a fantastic exercise, by the way. Laying easy bar extension where you go behind the head does work all 3 heads. Okay. But what happens as soon as you do something like a dip and a pullover? The most 2 extremes. You covered everything. All right, the pullover does work all of the tricep, but an extreme focus on that long head. And yes, I'm doing 90 pounds there. That is 2 plates for high reps. So yeah, the thing is, it works the long head. It works the long head tremendously, like intensely. The dip does work the long head, just doesn't put it in a stretch position, but it focuses really hard on the lateral and medial heads. See where we're going here? Once these 2 are combined together, does any benefit of going and finding the one exercise that tries to get all 3 heads? And I'm not saying a laying extension can't do that. Doesn't it get devalued real quick as soon as we do 2 different exercises that work different regions? And those are big movements too. They're working multiple muscles, right? So we see the issue here. Yeah, this is what's holding you back. Instead of going, you know what, why don't I find a couple of different really good exercises and just hammer the hell out of those? And if one of them starts to get any overuse or it stagnates, I can change it for another one. Done. Now you're actually really focusing on, let's work the muscle from a couple different angles. Let's progress on it hard. Let's avoid overuse. And let's keep focusing on moving forward all the time. That is the correct mindset. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.